Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Talking to all these great reps, I've had to twist their arm this morning to get them all to come on Superior Sunrise. You're comfortable with your name on the screen, but coming on it might be a little different. I have with me Kelly Kunzler, Superior Livestock Representative for about 10 years, and just like we were visiting with Shane, you have a lot of great cattle on from the Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming regions. You have some really exquisite cattle on today from Wyoming. Kelly, talk about those.
Yeah, I've got a couple really big strings on, guys that's been in the business for years, built a lifetime of genetics. They've changed their program to fit what the buyers like, and they're just really deep in the genetic pool and just good calves.
Expanding on the genetics and what you and Shane, along with some other representatives and the farmers and ranchers in your region, have really changed and revolutionized the genetic programs that are offered now in your region. Value-added programs with Superior Livestock, do you ask or suggest they implement those in their herds?
Oh, sure, absolutely. It just brings a lot of value, especially the vaccinations. And I think the guys that fought it watched it long enough and seen what the buyers really needed in them cattle and were willing to comply with that for their benefit too.
Right. And it might be a little extra out of their pocket in the get-go, implementing all the VAC 45s or those vaccination programs, but the bottom line at the end of the day, that's when it really pays off.
It is. It's what them cattle are worth the day they sell and the day they deliver, and the amount of live cattle and healthy cattle that come to the corral, and that's what it all is all about.
You have customers that are going to be on hand here today as well as tomorrow. That's got to feel pretty good for you to have them on hand and know that they're proud of their operation and they're proud that you represent their cattle too.
Well, it is, and I think it does speak highly to what they think of their cattle. They're willing to be here to when they sell, and they do. It's their whole livelihood. It's their whole, I mean, some of these ranches are 4 and 5 generations deep, and it means the world to them.
What genetics are we going to be seeing from you today and tomorrow? Do you have some Red Angus cattle, Black Angus? Expand on that.
Yeah, I've got some of both, some Red Angus cattle, a lot of them out of the Idaho region, and then we've got a lot of the Sits and Basin Angus and Thomas Angus and Shaw, a lot of those guys out there in the west in Montana that these guys have went up and bought a lot of bulls from them.
With your customers, do they ask your advice on bull battery and bull purchasing, and do you offer that, or do you suggest they kind of find one that fits their program on their own?
They want to know what everybody likes and what some of the top breeds are, but I try to let them make their own decisions, and I offer my opinions on them. But most of my guys are pretty bull savvy. They know what they're looking for.
Great. Well, Kelly, I want to thank you for being on Superior Sunrise this morning. I know I had to really twist your arm, but it was worth it. I know your customers are going to be proud, and we're going to be watching your cattle sell today as well as tomorrow. Thank you for everything you do for Superior.
Thanks, Katie. I appreciate it.
All right, folks, we'll be back right after this. Stay with us.